Reach Over Culture podcast. Rock here. Back after a while. After a little break. I had to take a little break simply because I just need a break. 4 podcasts every 2 weeks. I needed a break. Hold on, we're gonna get to you. We're gonna get to you.
For the cocktail you just poured.
We're gonna get to you. This guy's obviously known me since I was born.
No doubt.
Played a big part in that, and I'm just blessed and thankful to have him on, especially with a lot of my peers between last year and this year losing their fathers. You know, I'm extremely thankful that I still have mine, and thankful that he gets to, you know, grace, you know, my platform, and he's, you know, his support, him, Mama Rhonda, their support of me has been immense and a part of why I'm doing what I'm doing today. So, without further ado, my dad, OG, triple OG, Alonzo, Big Zoe.
When you still saying triple OG, I'm too old.
Nah, man. I mean, you got skin in the game.
I definitely do. That's good.
Your guy just had a birthday pass. Shout out to the legendary hip-hop icon known as Tupac Shakur. Just recently had a birthday that just passed. Now, I'm gonna keep it tall for all our listeners and everybody that rocks with us. I have not met a bigger Pac fan than this guy over here.
Man.
You don't have a favorite Pac song?
No. The only album that I honestly have to say that I didn't listen to completely was his last one.
Right.
Yeah, in a sense, I do.
Okay. Let's say
we're back at Biggie.
Oh, man.
See, I knew you didn't want to bring that one up. We went back on Biggie. That's the best. He was criminal. He was artistic. He was everything. He was everything a rapper wanted to be in that moment right there. But I knew he did it for selfish reasons. That's why I say nobody would ever look at him as that's the best song that's the best rap he ever made, because he got raw. He got NWA. He got really raw with that.
It is known as one of the best diss records of all time. It's just real ignorant that that's your favorite Pac record.
It ain't. I don't feel like it is, because I'm just thinking that he went deep. I mean, he's poetic. He write poems. He do this. But when people make him mad, he go deep.
That's hate. That's not deep. That's hate.
Well, call it what you want, but it was nice, right?
I mean,
was it not nice?
No, it was good. It was good. It was one of the best diss tracks of all time, if not the best.
But you look at it from that point of view. You look at it
I'm just
a person.
He was. He said the main
thing. I would have went in on him like that too.
That's what I'm saying, though. For that to be your favorite, that's like me being a Jay fan saying Takeover, his diss towards Nas, was my favorite Jay because he killed Nas. It's like, yo, you gonna pick the most destructible song as your favorite song? Like, when we talk about Black Power and black men building up black men, that was your choice?
For real. Well, yeah, that is. I'm sorry.
That was good. I just, you know, it's kind of ignorant. That's all. It's like, man, it just shows. That just shows what type of time you on.
Yeah, it was.
What was the last good movie you watched?
Shaft, the second Shaft.
Oh, the one with the son?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just watched that joint the other night.
Man, that was dope, man.
I was entertained. I thought it could have been better. I didn't really like because I didn't like the son's role.
Yeah, he's simple.
Yeah,
but we know him from Simple. For what's the little joint he had on Showtime, little basketball thing?
Oh yeah, Survivor's Remorse.
Yeah, he's simple, and that's cool. But he did a good job in that movie.
He did a good job for what the role was.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of him as an actor per se.
Well, I don't want to concentrate on him.
Right.
Shaft.
But the movie itself was entertaining.
Yeah, it was.
It was very entertaining.
My man, what's his name? That plays Dad.
Who? Richard Roundtree?
No, that was his granddaddy.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson.
He put some spice in Shaft.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I watching the first Shaft that he did, and it's this being like almost like a 180, more of a comedic thing. At first, I was like,
I liked it.
I ended up liking it. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of how they did the Sun, but I would. The movie itself was entertaining. I just watched that the other night. It was,
I remember talking to you one night, and you said you had your movies that put you in moods.
Yeah.
And that's one of mine.
Okay.
when I'm feeling simple, I look at it and I'm like, damn, this is funny.
Yeah. That was definitely one of them nights the other night. Like, I just need something to watch.
Yeah.
I just need something to watch and eat this food too.
I took that from you.
Hold up.
Yeah, I took that from you, man. When life is feeling simple.
Yeah. Every movie has a mood, man. Every movie has a mood.
Because you talked about Boomerang.
Boomerang is a mood, man.
Yeah,
when you feeling shifty, like you trying to like get fly, like Boomerangs. I think Boomerang's one of those movies. You about to go out, you just have that playing in the background. You just want to have your Marcus joint. You know what I mean? This is my Mac Daddy vibe. I'm giving to you.
Do you have a pen?
Do I?
Do I? You know what I mean? That's dope, man.
Yeah, man.
Niggas already prepared. I just said
no, it's all good. It's all, we go ahead now.
But he was already prepared for everything. He knew exactly what he was going to do.
How do you feel about working for... You know I ain't come up here to talk to you about no strange. I was like, yo, this dude's a Mac. I said, I never knew Eddie Murphy was that type of Mac. I didn't even, until you put me on to that movie, it wasn't even in concept that Eddie Murphy could do those types of movies. Because me coming up, I'm used to, Dr. Dolittle, Nutty Professor, like the more Family Guy Eddie Murphy. Yeah. And so you was like, I remember you told me, like, younger age, yo, Rock, go watch Boomerang. So I was like, Eddie Murphy, cool. And then, hey, Malcolm, real quick before we get you out of here, what's your favorite Pac song, man? Favorite Pac song?
Favorite Pac song of all time?
Yes, sir.
So many. It's so many. That's why I told him. It's so many. He asked me the same question, man. Hey, it's so many.
Pain, or my personal favorite is either Pain, my top two, Pain, or Hit 'Em Up.
Thank you. My man. My firstborn. Hit him up. Hey, it was so cold. Hey, Michael, was it not so cold? You can't get. Hey, you can't. He expressed his all-time craziness. We're trying to get with him, right?
Raheem, he may feel some type of way because he gonna think I'm throwing shots at somebody. I'm talking about whoever. Pac wrote his own rhymes too. That's all.
That's it. Thank you. He won't have no ghostwriter. He did. And then, hey, Malcolm, this is the sad thing about it. A lot of cats come at me and say, well, a lot of his rhymes sound the same because he wrote his own rhymes. He didn't ask for anybody to. I mean, he did his own thing. So I like Jay-Z, and that's your middle brother, Raheem's favorite rapper. I like him. There ain't no doubt. That nigga is. He is. I said,
Jigga Man.
Jigga Man is. He's the dude. And if I have to say rappers, pure rappers, just transcend, go from another level to another level. I have to say he is the GOAT. I really is. I like LeBron. I think he's the freakiest player I've ever seen in basketball or in sports. But to take on that GOAT, take on being a man, you got to be the man. And in my opinion, it ain't just LeBron. It's everybody. It's everybody in the league right now. I don't think they have that it. The it is Charles Barkley he could have jumped on a Chicago team and played and won championships. But you know what? He didn't want to do that because he wanted to be who? Karl Malone, Michael Jordan. He wanted to be better in the small forward.
Phoenix was already a good team, though.
But I'm just saying.
Things like
I'm
Kevin
just saying.
Johnson, Brad Daugherty, like he got good players.
I'm just
got
saying.
Good guys.
The great guys wanted to beat each other. I don't see that these days.
Well, no, you're right. You're right. You're right.
That's all I'm saying.
You're right. That's not as prevalent.
I'm saying,
I'm not
disrespecting LeBron. I'm not Kawhi Leonard. I'm not disrespecting any of those players. I'm just saying, if I wanted to be the man,
yeah, you got to beat the man.
You want to beat the man.
You got to beat the man.
And so, if you saying this team is better than mine, nah, I won't beat the man. I don't see that in the NBA no more.
No, that's fair.
I don't.
That's fair.
I see an AAU get together because these kids. I'm 53 years old. These kids are under 30. So some of these kids, I probably refereed in AAU. I'm saying they're used to being put together to just run rule stuff, and that's my problem. They never built that confidence of being. We didn't have AAU in North Carolina. Mm-hmm. So I understand why Jordan don't know nothing about just being Jordan and playing on the AAU team. Because I don't think we had any of that. I ain't know nothing about AAU till I was 20-something years old.
Yeah. So
I understand why these guys look at people across the country, or the biggest camp was, back when I was coming up, was 5-star. Up in Dallas.
I've heard of that.
The best players play there.
Gotcha. So I get what you're saying. Like, and you're absolutely you are absolutely factual in that a lot of the best players do tend to want to play together instead of competing against each other. And that's a criticism I have of this generation. Like, yo, why are we clicking up? Why can't it simply be? Why can't we look forward to seeing Katie and Bron in the finals every year?
Playing against each other. Yeah.
I mean, that was one of the reasons I loved the Bucks and Nets Game 7. I mean, it's straight up Giannis versus Katie.
Yeah.
Straight up. So,
you asked me why I'm watching it. I was like, because, hell, this is what I was talking about. Two great players going against each other. Yeah. And one player lost, and when they did the interview,
he looked tired.
He was tired. Red eyes. That means he put something into it.
Yeah.
It won't, because he had he's on the Warriors team with Steph and all that. He wasn't on their team. He didn't have to take the heat if the Warriors lost. But he got to take the heat when Brooklyn lose, because he's the man. Yeah. And I give him respect. I would have took him not to the level of the Jordans and the Isaiah Thomas. I wouldn't have took him there, but I was like, he gets it. How many years Durant been in the league? 12?
About 12.
13 years. He's finally realizing that for me to be the dude, not living on my stats, but living on, this dude was the guy that took Brooklyn to a championship. The hate I saw on his face, it wasn't hate. The disappointment I saw on his face at this loss in the series was, I'm not that dude.
Yeah.
I'm not that dude. Even though I missed 48 points, 50 points the last game, I'm not that dude. I can't do it. But you was there, and I give you respect, because you was trying. You was trying. Charles Barkley, I give him respect, because he tried.
He tried.
He's Karl Malone, I give him that. John Stock, I give him that. Clyde Drexler, I give him that. They tried. But at least they didn't leave. They didn't abandon their team to go grab somebody else. They tried to do it on themselves. And when they lay down at night, they're satisfied. Because when they look at the NBA today, it's like, hell, all I had to do back in the day was just join a great team, and I would have won a championship. They said I tried to do it on my own. I tried to get Portland a championship, or I tried to get Phoenix a championship. I mean, or I tried to get Utah a championship. They did it because that's the love they had for it. They competed against each other.
Yeah.
We got guys these days, they don't want to compete against each other. Now, the kid that played at Utah, the kid you said is so close to...
D-Wade, Donovan Mitchell.
He's trying to do it, but for how long, though? I saw a look on his face when they lost. I was like, how long he going to be there?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
How long he gonna be there?
Fair.
How long he gonna be there?
They already talking about Luka won out. They already talking about Zion won out.
Because they all want to grab it right now, but you ain't get it like old folks respect it. You got it because you grind it out. We cheering for you because you our man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We talked earlier today. We got loud a little bit. It's all good. I love my son.
Yeah, we are.
But
always.
I'm just saying that's to me. I think y'all missing the essence of what really championships are built on. It's built on y'all get together. You the man, right? You Raheem, you the man. You gonna carry me through this whole series.
Can I? Before we move on, I'm gonna challenge you to really tap into this next generation. I'm talking about the Trays, the Lukas, the Ja Morants, the Jason Tatums of the world. I think, and I was talking to my partner MC about this. I think a lot of what you're saying is going to come back with them. Been the most influential person in your life.
No, I don't know, man. Because
what you mean you don't know, man? I sent these questions 5 days ago.
No, I know that.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I mean, influential. I mean, I was shit. If you ask about my father, then I respect him. It's harder to. I don't know because I didn't have a direction in my life, so I don't know who told me to go here or there. If we had to get deep with it and be solid with it, it'd be like
keep it a buck.
A friend of mine, he told me I went home. I moved to California to stay with my uncle after I graduated, and went home for Christmas. Came back. He said, "Hey man, I'm going in the military," and I told him about you, this and that, blah blah blah. So my life started right there. So being somebody like getting in my life and you should do this and I'm like glory and I'm like winning. I was nothing like that. I just bounced around through life. You know what I mean? I'm serious. That's real talk. I just bounced around through life. Found myself in a situation, and I kind of just lived.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And survived, thank God.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? My mother, she always got it in her prayer. So I kind of survived, and I ended up right here where I'm at. So I don't know. I just
That's fair.
made it where I'm at.
That's fair.
And to say such did this to me and I made it where I'm at, I can't do that. I just set it up. I mean, it may sound simple and
that's
crazy, but I did.
That's
honestly, it wasn't my daddy influence. It wasn't my mama influence. It's like me bouncing around through life, and I ended up right here. Now, did my mother and father had anything to do with I think and this and that? Yeah, a little bit. You know what I mean? But the real talk is
you just did your thing. You did your own thing.
Up right here.
No, that's fair. Because
I try to live off that. You know what I mean?
Right. No, that's fair. Because I was talking to my partner and I told him like I kind of feel the same way. Like I don't know if I've ever had like one person for this super extended period of time telling me you should do X, Y, and Z. As a matter of fact, I've had people come and tell me. I've had other men come and tell me like, "Yo, I feel like the only thing you're missing is a mentor to tell you to go here, to go there." give you a couple of keys that you won't necessarily have to search for. Like right now, you're doing all right and you're doing your thing, and you figuring it out. And most of the things that you got right now, you've gotten on your own accord, and that's cool. I mean, you know how to survive for yourself. And I had only met this dude for like 3 minutes. He was like, "But you need a guy that's gonna give you game where you need it." Just to make the road a lot less. To make the road a lot less wider, to make the road a little bit more narrow.
Right.
And so I understand 100% because mine's had an influence. You have had your influence. My stepdad's had his influence. My friends have had, their influence. But I've mainly always marched to the beat of my own drum.
Right.
If I don't want to do it, I ain't doing it. Bottom line. That's where me and Daz connect. I don't want to do it, I ain't doing it.
Because
I ain't doing it.
let's be real about it. It's not a.
We almost done.
Huh?
We almost done.
All right. Let's be real about it. We didn't give y'all the best influences. Put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you earlier in this podcast, I was proud of you and your brothers and this and that, because y'all been to navigate y'all way through life, and not a lot of help from me. Major help from your moms, probably.
Absolutely.
I'm almost sure.
Absolutely.
And
shout out to Mama Love.
But y'all did this, and y'all came out all right. Now, will y'all be great forever? I don't know, but I'm just saying. Right now in this life, y'all doing y'all thing.
Only time will tell.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Y'all doing good. Khalid is doing well. He's bouncing back. He's doing his thing. Malcolm is doing well. Desiree doing her thing. Portia doing her thing. I mean, everybody's living. You know what I mean? And handling their life like you want to.
Which I can imagine, as a parent, that's all you really want.
That's all you want.
You just want
That's
to
all
put
you
productive
want.
human
My
beings.
dad asked me to, my aunt, matter of fact, one of my dad's youngest sisters, she's up in Florida, seeing him right now.
Yeah.
And I finally got to talk to her today, and she's like, "Well, how your kids doing?" And when I started describing what y'all was doing and the way things are at with you guys, I mean, I feel kind of proud about myself. I was like, they doing their thing, they living life, and
kids
you know what?
in jail,
yeah, exactly. They ain't locked
50
up.
kids running around.
Yeah, so it was all good. I was good with it. I mean, I was kind of proud of that when I got off the phone. I was like, damn it, I rocked that. No, I'm not saying that she want to see us fail or see me fail or, want to see my family fall off. It's just the fact that when I got really thinking about it, really thinking about it, everybody had opportunities. Everybody did their thing. Everybody loved their life they in right now. So it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Speaking of your pop, shout out to Grandpa. What was some you admired most about him?
He's a. Can I say this on your show?
Man, say it, man.
Y'all say it all the time.
Yeah, man. Say
he's a dude, man. He's a dude. He's a guy that back in the day you want to be like, but later on in life you be like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. But he was a dude, man. He had his issues. He went through his situations. He recovered, came back, fell off, recovered, came back. I mean, I admire him for just being him. I mean, me and my father, I can honestly say, at a young age, I was scared of him.
Right.
Because he was a man. I mean, in North Carolina, I don't know, in southern states, the man is the man and that's it. And you don't cross him up. And your mama don't cross him up. Your daddy say do this, you better do it. That's even if he's wrong.
Right.
But that's how much respect they had for their men back then. And that's how much respect I have for my father. And I told my father this, so when I put this on air, I mean, he's not gonna disrespect that, because when I called him their Father's Day, I told him we was gonna do this.
Oh yeah.
So he'll be looking at it. So I'm not gonna throw
Shout
my
out to
father.
you. Shout out to you, Grandpa. Love you,
I
man.
love you. I love you too.
I'm bigger than him now.
Yeah,
You see me?
Yeah.
Do you see me?
Really bigger.
Yeah, I'm bigger than him now. I don't want no smoke. I'm just saying the natural order says, dads want their kids, they want their, sons to they want to look up at their sons like, all right, big dog. Big dog. He can do that now, big dog. Yes, sir.
That's real talk. But I respect my daddy, man. I mean, the only reason I can say what I'm getting ready to say now is because we had this conversation about 5 years ago.
Yes, sir.
And face to face, we talked. And I told him how I felt about my situation as a youth. I mean, just growing up and this and that. And as I got older, in the conversation that we talked about, he was like, I was this, that, and this.
Yeah.
But, then I started analyzing my own life, and I was like, he was my pops is a good dude, man.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. I mean, he's the best person you ever want to meet.
Yeah.
But he's the worst person you ever want to cross. You know what I mean? In his younger days now. He's at a stage in his life now.
I'm about to share something with you that's trippy.
He's I'm gonna let you do that, but I love my pops because when I got older, I understood what he was going through. I understood a lot of things, and there's a lot of stuff underneath our family that I would never do that to my people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I love them. You know what I mean? We got issues. There ain't no doubt about it. I mean, and my dad, after we had that conversation, I mean, I respect him even more.
Yeah.
I was never scared of him again, but I always respect him.
Yeah.
There's a difference between scared of somebody and respect them.
Right.
You know what I mean? When he told me this, he said, Junior, don't never hold me. He said Alonzo, but he called me Junior today.
I mean, you're junior. You're technically a junior.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
You technically
but he said,
a junior.
never hold me at a standard that you can't live up to.
Mm.
He said, I'm a man, I can fail. And after that, our whole relationship changed.
Yeah.
Because I always thought he could never fail. Even though in my youth, I seen things we went through.
Yeah.
But I respect the man after that because what he was saying to me was, regardless how jacked up I am or regardless how good you think I am,
Right.
I am jacked up.
Right.
And I can't fail. I still love you though, but I can fail.
Yeah.
And you should never depend on me to be that pure. And we shouldn't depend on anybody to be that pure about themselves. Because you can't. Because you got problems yourself.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? And I loved him after that, and we've been rapping ever since.